how will I know if he or she will satisfy me sexually if we don't have sex before marriage?
Permit me to stand up because this chair is very hot.
The question is serious. He has to stand up to answer.
Okay, so serious matter. Does any of you know what is called Konji? Konji. If you know what is called Konji, the camera will not focus on you. Just raise your hand. Don't worry. Camera, focus on me. Focus on me. Thank you. You know what is called Konji? Yes. Right. For those that know what Konji, they said they know what Konji is. Konji. Chama, why you do me like this? How often do you have Konji? And you say he doesn't know what it is. Do you understand me? Now, how often do you have Konji? The frequency with which you have Konji will tell you the tendency with which you would desire sex, and will also tell you the reasonability or the intensity with which you would want it. Okay? So the frequency with which you have the urge, Konji is the urge, by the way. How often do you have the urge? You know how often you have the urge. And since we are not children here or babies here, right? All of us, you know your body. You know how the thing they do you. So you actually don't need the activity to convince yourself whether it day or it no day. So, sorry? So the truth is, if you know how the thing they do you, you also now find somebody in the process of courtship. The doability must become a subject of conversation.
Courtship.
Remember I said courtship.
Serious something now.
It's not boyfriend, girlfriend. Listen, I know in relationship there are many types of ships. There is friendship. There is situationship. There is courtship. Courtship is the moment in your relationship it is the moment where you take your relationship on trial to find out will it work or will it not work. In which case you can say if it works, we take the work. If it doesn't work, we tell ourselves thank you for coming, goodbye. That's courtship. You must put the relationship under trial, meaning that's the point where you begin to ask the hard questions. You begin to ask the difficult questions. You begin to ask the questions that matter, like this one. So it is a subject for conversation. So if I were to answer that question in my relationship, the question I will ask her, babe, since we say we are going to take the walk, how often do you think of sex?
When it comes to the Konji thing, you know, when you take your mind off it, you don't even know the size of the monster in you anymore. So at that point, you can't even answer to how often you want it.
No, but I have a question though, because when you take your mind off it, it's because you are not in an active relationship. If you were cutting someone and your mind is still off it, then I have a problem.
It has to be off now.
No, you are cutting someone and the person does not have the desire. The person is not drawing out the monster. No.
You must
be running away from.
If the person,
no,
if
there's
it's
a problem.
not drawing out the monster, it's a
there's
sister.
a problem. Yes, keep the person in friend zone. The person has not hit the mark. No.
If it's not drawing out the monster,
must draw out the monster that he will. You will be fleeing from the appearance of evil. Like
you'll be
it's time to go home. You know, I think it's okay. We need to shut it down now. If I have not gotten there, I personally have a problem. So no matter how you shut down the monster, if you meet the right person, the person will draw out the monster. Now the Holy Spirit will help you to be. You'll be asking, Holy Spirit, give me strength to run.
Yes. Okay, in fact, in that case, you will be telling, instead of having the meeting, I want to see you. Instead of having it in your room, you'll be looking for a public place where we'll stay to avoid matters that touch.
That's why it's a discipline that comes upon you, because there's and I don't want us to limit it and make it look like it's a sin.
Yeah.
That's how God created us to be. If the person is not drawing it out, then something has not clicked.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Okay, go ahead.
If you've not had sex in a long time, you don't even know how much you can.
If you have not had sex at all, it's also not an issue. There is the person that will enter your life that will make you realize that there's a way that this person makes you feel. Then you will know that it's called Konji. So that's not the excuse. No.
I mean, when you do once, then you want to do again and again and again.
No, it's not the doing I'm talking about. It's the desire to do.
The desire to do.
No.
Okay, maybe I should speak a plainer English. Pardon me. Now, the fact of the matter here is this. It does not matter whether you are born again or not born again. We were all created with adequate capacity for sex. Testosterone is flowing through you as a man. Estrogen is flowing through a woman. We all have this thing called Konji. That's the issue. You can't run away from it. From my own personal experience, even though it may not apply to everybody, I've always thought that Jesus boy, you bind the devil, cast the devil, demon chaser. Then after a few months in courtship, because I didn't have by my own upbringing, I didn't have any other. The only person I ever dated was the person I eventually got married to. So for me, from my experience, so I'm trying to let you know that even for that, even if I've not had experiences and things like that. So after some months, I discovered that when she's coming to my place, I discovered that okay, I know what to do. I'm gonna put on jeans, tight boxers. And then I will also put on these agbada. There was a time as I put on agbada. Then after we were talking, I said, Abiola, are you okay? I said, are you okay? I'm fine. So I'm fine. So the fact of the matter is that this thing is there. So the issue now is this: what are you going to do about it?
Yes.
It's a subject that you must converse about this.
There must be conversation.
There must be conversation about it and around it.
So I think, Ferdinand, just to speak to you, it may not be at the forefront of your mind because you have deliberately brought yourself under self-control. It's not the first thing that you're looking to do when you meet someone. But at some point, if the relationship gets serious enough to be courtship type driven, like we're going towards the altar, then these are conversations to have. And the conversation to start first by your body's reaction. If your body is not responding, don't foresee. One of the biggest issues in marriage is usually this whole sexual compatibility thing. If from the very beginning your body is telling you that me and this person are not gelling, even if the person makes all the sense in the world, like she makes all the sense, ticks all the boxes, if that box is not ticking, it's something that you need to review.
And it's a very critical box.
Yes, it is.
How about when it comes to size?
No, that one we can't get to the
Will
size.
you tell her your size?
No, what I mean is
wait, let me answer the size problem. Let me answer the size question. I believe you know why I know the answer to the size question. Because I am not, if you want to compare me with a lot of people, you will say I am small. Let me say it nicely. I am small in stature, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so when I was in university, the question came to my mind because I usually think of these things that are coming in the before. You understand? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I said, what's going to happen? First of all, I know I want to marry a tall man because I don't want us to be using stool to remove milk from the cupboard. Everybody in the house. So that means that at least there must be one person that is tall. Okay. So I decided it has to be a tall man. Okay. So if the guy is now tall, things have to be proportional. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So if that is the case, can I handle? Do you understand? Yeah. Do I have enough capacity? You understand what I'm saying? So what did I do? You don't understand? If I am like this and I'm looking for a guy that is tall, I need to check that I have enough capacity to handle whatever the Lord will deliver. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, you understand? Okay. So if you don't understand now, you're on your own. Now, what did I do? Did I now say, okay, let's start testing and see. Let's start from medium, small. Then we go to medium. If we do medium, then there's a likelihood we can handle large. Then let's try large and be sure first before we now marry a tall man. No. What did I do? I went to the bookshop and looked for books that address the matter. Yeah. And I found a book that was called 1001 Healthcare Questions Women Ask. I bought the book in 2001. It is still in my library till now, written by 7 doctors. And by the time I finished reading everything that they had to say, oh boy, no shaking.
Yes.
When I see you, I know, don't worry, can handle you. See.
Information
Knowledge is power.
Yes. and
Yes.
light.
If you don't seek knowledge, you will allow the devil to take advantage of your ignorance and drive you into sin.
Word, sir.
And you don't need to do that
Let me
yourself.
stop. Let me stop it. Please, you can put your hands together for my wife.